to be owing workers' salaries. We should not be, counted among the states that are owing salaries of workers, pension and gratuity. And how much is this gratuity? Just that people are just being mischievous. People have retired from, years ago, and instead of them being given their entitlement, people have contributed 35 years in service. Your life, you've, put in all you have in service, and all you are supposed to be getting from the state in return is that gratuity, and then you don't get it. And the pension. I was in a meeting, and a particular police, I think he's a super now, walked into the meeting and was telling the person that I was with that in a few weeks time he will be pulling out of the service. That is police now. Yes, and the man is very young. The man should be around 55 or thereabout. That he entered the Nigerian police force very early, and so it means that in the next couple of weeks, the service he has put in must have been 35 years. And so I now asked him. I was anxious to know how much would there be his gratuity, and he said as a super, he should be going home with between 3.5 to 4 million. And I screamed out in that forum, and the person that was me was also surprised that somebody who has put in his life in the service of humanity, protection of lives and property for 35 years will be going home with a paltry sum of 4 million. Let us just put it 4 million. How far would this go, considering the economy
in today's reality?
If that was what would have been calculated in some years ago, but today's reality, 4 million is what our politicians will just use to fuel the cars in 2 weeks, and it's gone. It's what they will use to buy the charge card. I think there is more that needed to be done with regards to gratuity of those who have saved the public, and then with regards to pension, and then I asked him how much is the pension. He said his pension should be within the range of 40,000 or thereabout naira per month. And this is a person who has put in is all, expecting that at the end of the day he will go home. I remember one inspector who is a friend of mine, when he was in service, he came to my house and told me that he'll be retiring just like this a month after we met, that he was due for retirement, and that he was even looking for a capital to start poultry farm. Then the poultry feeds were very cheap. And I asked him, you mean you did not save? He said, how do you save? His children are there to cater for schools, medical bills, and all of that. Sorry, I have to digress, because this one is a human angle story that affects me the more and the people of the society more. Now, on the issue of the ministerial list, I think you said it is 43 days. It is actually 45 days, because there was one in on the 29th of May. If you count it, it will give you 45 days.
Okay.
45 days is we're no longer talking about hitting the ground running. But now the ground
already officially counting to 100 days then.
Yes. How many more days left for you to count 100 days? And so if a government will be operating without executive for 45 days, something is wrong. Honestly speaking, something is wrong, because you must have gotten the state allocation. How do you stay alone as a governor or as a president to begin to appropriate those funds? I know you will tell me that you have 8. Those are not the issue. Cabinet.
Well, not just that, but then constitutionally, for the purpose of them
it's 6 months.
Yes.
I know. But the truth is 60 days. It's 60 days.
60 days. Working days.
Yes, I agree with you.
3 months.
Yeah, 3 months. Now, but is it 3 months? It's 2 months.
Sorry.
60 days. 2 months. 2 months.
Is 9
But I'm simply saying that you don't need to wait till that 2 months, is exhausted. I'm simply saying that for one who came prepared for service, for one who went around the entire country as who canvassing to be president, you must have been prepared. You came, you met obstacles. You may not get it right at the first start, so you don't have to wait until you get a perfect list to submit.
But we are Nigerians, very insatiable lots. We'll be so quick to slam the president should any of these cabinet members not live up to the expectation. We'll say he hurriedly picked persons. Apparently, he had his cronies in the waiting. Quickly put them in place.
I gave a remedy. I think on the television when we featured the last week Wednesday, I gave a remedy. You were asking me to advise, and I gave that advice free of charge on air, how he could pick the best. Maybe I could just, refresh the minds of the president and the governor. Very simple. You are the employer in this case. You want to select those that will work with you. Invite them to come for interview. Nobody should send a list to you or send you a name of anybody, because these persons are coming to work with you ask the governor, ask the president. I'm speaking in a collective term, not just only for the president, because what this issue now affects both the states and national. Yeah. So I'm addressing both issues simultaneously. As a governor, you want to send a list, you want to appoint those that will work with you for you to succeed. You need to interview them, have a face-to-face interaction with those you want to actually appoint. You don't just appoint someone because someone said this person is good. The person is appointed. No. And again, these persons who are also appointed, they should go for security checks.
Yeah, but that's what's currently going on. The president has submitted some, a list to the National Assembly. The House of Reps, they will be screened there. There is a DSS screening. There is security checks and whatnot. Because, of course, recall what happened in the last administration. President Muhammadu Buhari received the brunt of the blame. And President Tinubu is trying to be very meticulous in picking persons that he apportions responsibilities to. So let's call it some slack. Allow the president breathe.
It's not even, I'm just addressing this issue generally speaking. Because you are speculating that he has submitted a list.
I am not
speculating. The Senate has not confirmed that list.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, it's still in the realm. I heard Dele Alake, the presidential spokesperson, talking about it, that they should wait. Well, how long are we waiting? So I'm not going to speculate along with others.
Why are we in a hurry?
We're in a hurry because we have been in this dungeon for years. For 50, this particular government that just finished took us 50 years back. I keep on saying this in every time. So we are now in a haste to leave this dungeon. I appreciate the policy he has initiated. He has done very well, fantastic. Talking about Ibom Power here, the president on coming on board has signed the bill, the power sector reform bill, that now makes it, that now gives the governors of the states
some level of autonomy
to be able to generate powers, and then you now transmit.
Yes.
So the president has done well in these policies that he has formulated, but he need to have a team. I know he's trying, but I'm saying that I will not be here to applaud him, because last time I came here, you said he has met over. He said whether he has done more than what we expected.
Well,
I said no.
I said he's probably surpassing.
Okay, but I'm still here to say that he has not even surpassed. He hasn't even reached. We are in a haste. Nigerians are in a haste to leave the dungeon which he contributed in putting us through. He has come now as the Messiah. Should we now say he's the one that will take us out of this suffering? We have to wait to see. The body language will tell. Where I say he contributed. I recall in 2013. We used to be together in Abuja, Lagos, protesting that the president that was then, the PDP government, should leave. The then government or the government of Jonathan. He was there. In fact, he led the team. He was then the leader of the protest that we are going about. So, having contributed in bringing a government that came to took us 50 years backward from where we were in 2015 to backward. That is my own assessment. I keep saying it. I think yesterday on a platform where I belong, I saw someone posted a video of my president Buhari just landed in Kaduna airport on a commercial plane, and he was carrying his bag and was, somebody say he's humble. I say humble as in how? He now say he's humble. I say humble as in how? This man came and took us 50 years back from where we are today. I say he's humble. Under his nose, we had corruption. Under his nose, we had corruption. Consumed him, consumed his government. On the 3 days to the end of his government, his minister, his appointee, went to Ethiopia, brought airline, and would wake Nigerians that this is how it will look like. Nigeria Air will look like, and we spend 140 billion. Up till now, nobody has talked about it. So moving forward, the president of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, shouldn't be talking about lists. We should be knowing who are the people. The public should be able to vet these names. Let this name be made public. Let these names also go with their portfolios.
Let me ask you a question. Otuikon, let us be real. You are from the civil society. And I know that the civil society will be so quick to lambast the president in event that these ministers that we are hurriedly wanting him to, bring on board, not live up to expectation. You will be here, God willing, and even with me on TV and several platforms, to lambast the president. Will you not?
Let me even add, I will do a press conference.
You will do a conference.
Exactly. To add to that, I will add a press conference.
Beautiful. So why are you and Nigerians not patient? You said, and I quote, we've been in the doldrum. Take or leave. I don't want to put the 50 years. I don't go 50 years with you.
Okay, yours is 30.
Well, I'm not saying any.
45.
I'm not saying any. Don't put words in my mouth. What I'm saying in effect is, if we stay that long endured the administration, whatever term we want to use, and all of a sudden we have another administration. As they say, whatever's worth doing is worth doing well. How about we cut the president some slack and allow him meticulously, now I'm using this word guidedly, meticulously pick the persons who will work with him. You just, in your analysis, allude to the fact that one of his appointees, the Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, you were almost short of saying the guy did Yahoo Yahoo to Nigerians.
You have confirmed that.
Well, you were almost short of saying it. So, do you want a replica of that? This one that we are rushing Tinubu, rushing the governor, don't recycle, bring fresh, quick, sharp. We want development. The governor makes a mistake, we say he's like the other one. The governor brings the commissioner, we say, he don't go bring in crony. Can we just calm down?
You know, you see, people that have been denied of good things of life, that have been denied and deprived of their entitlement, that have been denied the right of livelihood, that are facing insecurity. This morning I was watching television. I saw the coffee being imposed in Plateau State, the massacre that is happening there, the violence that is happening all over the state, and you want those people of Plateau State to be patient when you don't know where the next attack will come from. I was listening to the governor of Enugu State talking against the Monday sit at home that he wanted the Nigerian Navy to assist in fighting insecurity in Enugu and quelling the crisis. I listened to the news in Ondo State where the governor is not present, the deputy is the one that is now acting, and then we're talking about election that is coming up in some states and the rest. You see,
that was sometime in November.
November. We are in a haste. Nigeria as a country has passed through a lot to the point that OPEC is now promising to assist Nigeria to have other source of energy supply. What are we saying? Today you have petrol. As I drove down from my house to this point, all the petrol stations are open, but nobody is buying fuel. People are rather prefer to trek. I saw people.
There was a paper yesterday that confirmed that the consumption level has dropped. Many people are not driving there.
I said, Ike, even when the road used to be busy, today I just drove easily and it was like there was nobody. It was as if we are having sit at home kind of order, because there is no money in our pocket. Even when you have this money, cost of commodities have gone high. The businesses that we used to do, the small scale farming, the fish farming we used to do today, how much is feed? The poultry farm, go and get the poultry feed. You will know what it is. How much are you making as a return? Eggs. How much is egg today? I don't know that I took time to tell you that Nigerians are in a hurry, because when we look at what happened I think it was you that hosted me to your program, and I took time to come and list out the food, the cost of commodity. I mean, it was here shedding tears when I was giving you reality on ground. Because when you are in this place, AC is blowing you don't know what is happening there. But Amity was here shedding tears. She now knew that Nigerians are suffering. I also have to hit you. Let me hit you more. No, but that is the truth.
No, wait.
Let me hit you more.
AC, they put food for belly.
Okay, so you also feel what they are feeling there. They allow me to express what they are telling me there and what I'm seeing there. And therefore, we are suffering too much. So for us to be endured, you know that 1 minute delay can cost a life. You're saying we should wait. Wait for how long? A minute delay of action to be taken to save a life can cost a life. So the government need to move faster. I see the Senate saying they want to prove how we've been using subsidy from 1999 till today. Can you drive from here to River State? I watched a news where I think the House of Rep member represented, I think River State also was moving a motion that the East-West Road be repaired. Why do we need a motion? Something that we all know, we all see. It should be top in the priority list of the government. You don't need a motion to call on the president to compel him to go and fix the East-West Road, that I don't have a road to drive to oil-producing communities. Go to Abuja. Go to the north. So these things are what is making us to be in a haste. So it's as if we are denied of our rights. If I drive, okay, I went to Port Harcourt last month. I came back. My car went to the mechanic. I had to take loan to fix the car. You were here when I was calling the mechanic to fix it. I had to go to hospital myself to be treated because I had the shake itself contributed to me having illness, body pains, and the rest. And how about those who are living in that community, who go through there every day? So it's enough for us to say we are in a hurry to leave this dungeon. The president should not be telling us that the list, who are in this list and what are they? Let us see their records. We want to contribute our own quota by saying this man is not fit to be there. This one should be there. When this is done, it will help the president and let the list go within their portfolio. So we can now know who is going to man what office, if they are fit or not.
The activist in you has been fully activated.
That is what you want.
I like that. But you talk of that East-West road.
Good. Because it affects all of us.
Now, not the only ones really, Bass.
It's not only ones. I tell you that. I grew up in Port Harcourt, born and bred in Port Harcourt. I live in Duke. I'm a Duke boy. Let me use the language of former Minister of Labour, Chris Ngige. He was a VI boy. Me, I be Duke boy. I grew up in Port Harcourt, born and bred in Port Harcourt. My siblings are still living there. I go there most weekends because I still have a property there in Port Harcourt. So I know what it is when I speak like this. Go to One from the whole of that axis where you say the from Element down to the Oregon Bridge. That area is a no-go area. And where do you have the oil-producing communities? Why was Keterewa killed? Ken was killed for speaking that area be developed. He was killed.
But
so today, has there been any change after Ken was killed? The answer is no.
The River State government, are they not getting benefits?
So
some of this
oil companies, good.
Are they not getting benefits?
Where do you have the seaport? Is it on there?
Hold on. They're getting taxes.
Of course.
They're getting so much money. River State is one of the states that has one of the highest IGR.
That is
second only to Lagos. Hold on, sir. I'm going somewhere. We don't shoot federal government. All the monies that River State government is making, if they try to fix a portion of that road, will they not get refunds?
You see, Ike,
Hold
the problem we are making
you
here.
were in this country when Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he went to visit Wike when Wike was governor. Wike was talking about the East-West road. And Wike was talking about refunds and all of that. He said, look, no problem, fix it. If you want to get your refunds, come and lobby me. The president is ready to give refunds. We put all the blame on federal. All the money that we're making here. Are we not sharing it amongst ourselves? What is wrong if we fix the road?
Okay.
Everybody wants the president to perform the magic. Everybody wants the senator to perform the magic. What about the monies that we are getting as states?
The same heat that we are putting on the president, will the buck first stop on Mr. President's table? It might not be President Tinubu because he's yet to set up his cabinet. But he has inherited asset and liability. That is the truth about it. It's not just bearing the name president and driving long convoy. And you now live on the state fund. You are feeding, I'm now feeding you. I'm now taking care of your medical bills, your trips, your extra that I pay you by virtue of the tax I pay to the state treasury. But you must know that the office comes with liability. If there is, that road gives accident every day. Those lives that are wasted could have been either reduced or mitigated. Have you gone to the Calabar to highway? Now, the immediate past president created a liability, created a hurdle for state government repairing federal roads. What is the hurdle? I remember in the days of Akpabio, he constructed some federal roads. And then under Udom's government, the monies were reforms. Reforms were made. I'm coming. Even Amechi did some. Under Wike, reforms were made. But there were policies that were friendly, that allowed, just like the president now has said, state can now, own power substations and transmit. Do you know it is painful for us to own even power? Yes, you don't have power within where you have the power supply, the power system. Even in my community, it is too painful that the power has to first of all move from my village in Ekam to Afam station before it now comes to me. Whereas I am the one that feels the immediate impact. That is what it is. But the president has come to make good policy to say state can now own power stations, substations, build and transmit this power, then sell to the federal if you want to sell. That is good policies. That is why I said we need to make, apart from making policies, match it with action. We want to see the state government also complementing what the federal government is doing. Now, the same thing goes to the state government. You recall when I came here and I said that those who are praising Governor Wike, we are praising him. Go and see what's happening in River State, apart from flyover that they keep on commissioning. What happened to the roads that lead the federal roads? That if you go, apart from Trasamadi layout, where you have many oil companies, the next place again is Ogoni. Ogoni as a kingdom, like the whole of Ogoni land. I recall my late comrade, Kesarewa, was fighting for the survival of Ogoni people. then, back then, and 97 also 96, he was killed. Now up to today, how many years now? Almost 25 years. Go and see Ogoni. We keep saying Ogoni clean up. Do you want the governor to go and clean up Ogoni land? The answer is no. It is the oil companies who have operated there. I recall what killed my friend would have been killed. Lady Mite. Because he was framed up along with Ken. But God helped him that the entire world came to his rescue. And he was rescued the day he was, rescued in the court. He shed tears that he could be framed up for asking for his people to be survived. What are we saying? So this struggle didn't just comment because Tinubu is the president. It's been long when we had the virtual government and IB government. Ken commenced his struggle in 92. I could give you the history. Then we had Umpadek. From Umpadek, we now have NDC. What are these agencies doing? Go and see Ogoni land. Come and see Akwa Ibom. Go and go to Oron. Go to where I'm from. Go to Bayelsa. I worked in oil company in Bonny land, in Bonny Island. Go and see their houses there, shanties. Go to Bayelsa. They are living now on top of flood. Go to Delta. These are oil producing communities. Those people are living like as if they are fishes. Their major livelihood is farming and agriculture. I think I was trying to digress. The truth remains that we are in a hurry to get this ministers list to know who they are. Let the president, because these questions are too much for me and you to discuss here. Okay. President, his appointees will answer these questions. When we now know who they are, he should put the list up. Let us know. Let us contribute to know this man is not fit. This man is fit. I recall what happened. Somebody was nominated into NDDC board. Then his name was sent to Senate for screening. It was we that petitioned. The man was to represent River State. That petitioned the Senate and said this man was commissioner for health under old River State when you have Rivers and Bayelsa State. That this man was a commissioner of health, and the government were to site transformers at the hospitals, various hospitals, and those things came. This man sold those things out, and he's not fit to be in a board of NDC. Okay. And that thing got the man out of it. So if president is to appoint, he could appoint his cronies, fine, but let us know who they are. So we can now say, president, this man is not fit. Like when Loretta Oroche was appointed, was sent to the Senate, we said, no, this name is not good. She is already your appointee. She's not fit to be in NDC, in INEC.
Yes.
So if you know who is being appointed or sent to which ministry, we can say this man has been there before. So this man can go to this area and be well suited. But if we get somebody who is not fit to go and be in the Ministry of Works, he goes there and be sleeping.
Calm down. Thank God. You are calm.
So that is the truth about it. Now down to the state.
Calm.
Now, no, because he said I should come. I've come. Down to the state. I still have the mic. Until he said I should off it. The mic is not off now. Back to the state. Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Governor Umo Eno, should also replicate what we are telling the federal government to do. We want to know who and who are going to be appointed and for which ministries. Not this issue of I've seen papers speculating he's going to meet this. I don't want all those hyping. We are past the age of politicking and hyping. We want to see the reality on ground. Hit the ground, hit the road now running, no more ground. We want to begin to see actions. He has gone to this site, he has done this, yet nothing is happening. I drove from airport road down here. The airport road job has stopped. Handled by handshake. What is happening? One side of the road is closed. By the market after shelter. Cars coming in will stop. And queue, long queue. When there's no fuel, you now go and struggle to get fuel and put in your car. You go and stand in a queue that will empty your car. So the governor should hit the ground running. We've gone past the area of hyping. We are done with politics. Now we want the reality is that the governor should give us his cabinet. If you like, repeat who you want to repeat. We don't give a damn. But let us know those who are going to be there so we can now hold them accountable. The government should be up and doing. He has gone to Ibom Power to see what is happening there. Workers are being owed salary there in Ibom Power company from March till today. How will they survive? So the truth remains that as we are hitting the federal government, we are hitting the state government the same because they are the same right now between federal government and state government. No difference has been made with regards to the issue of the boards. I mean, issues of board, issues of the cabinet.
And ministers.
And ministers.
Okay. Otwekon, one thing is for sure. I can almost beat my chest at this juncture that you ate fufu and pepe.
I did not eat. The anger, the anger of this struggle is what is just making me to speak.
And your mouth they hot.
No, it is. So when you recall,
and you have energy.
When you recall,
your mouth they hot.
If you have ever been arrested by the security agencies in the military days, when we are advocating for democracy, what I'm doing, you will do better than me. Because when we are being arrested now and then, every now and then I became a daily visitor to either the DSS or the police for coming out to speak like this, for writing and for speaking out, for joining the protest. And then you'll be arrested and detained. And now we now have democracy, and yet those who were not even there, who were perhaps with the military, hunting us are the ones manning their affairs, and yet nothing is happening. That's why I said that I'm happy that Tinubu is now the president. He was in Nedeko when we fought for democracy. He knew what we went. I think he went on exile. He went on exile when he was being chased by the military. So that is why I'm saying there is now time for democracy to thrive. The local government system must also survive. State should survive. And then the federal government should also survive. We want to see who and who will be in their list. And the delay is too long enough for us to bear.
No problem. We will definitely
There is a problem.
We'll definitely survive. So let's try and survive now as it is now, with some commercials being played so that we can, have more momentum to keep going. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.